Okay, good day class. This will be our first recorded video for the solved problems. Our topic for this video is shear stress. Shear stress. We all know that shear stress is the stress produced when two forces are parallel with each other, but those forces are opposing, either going towards each other or going away from each other. So this stress induced on that certain surface area is called shear stress. Problem. Figure down below shows a shaft carrying two sheave. So sheave, for the information of everyone, is another term for the word pulley or pulya. If you have ever seen the they call that the sidecar kuliglig ang name, kanang rail lang kuliglig, kung ilang gamit na dili chain and sprocket. Rather they use the pulley and belt mechanism. Yung makita nga na i-belt na. So muna siya ang sheave. So sheaves that are key to a shaft. Part B, kung siya i-zoom na ito kamay, Part B shows that the force F, i-read na itong force. Kani big letter F, narap din sa paingon. Ang force niya is exerted at that point. The force F is transmitted from the shaft to the hub of the sheave through a square key. So this is the square key. Ano siyang object? Siya. So it is transmitted through that key. So ang key day class is an object or a machine element put in between the shaft and the pulley to prevent relative motion from each other. So inani isura kani si kunya na og sa mga design ng shop, sa mga machine shop, sa mga conventional nga you call that machinist, ang tawag nila na is kunya. Sila kunya na tawag na sir na kunya na sila. So the shaft is 2.25 inches in diameter and transmit a torque of 14,063 pound-inch. So ang iyang i-transmit class is 14,000 pound-inch. Sa itong torque gani, the metric unit of torque is Newton meter. Kani is the English unit. So pounds equivalent niya is kilogram. Inch then is meter. So kani siya nga pound class is pound force. So other books use the terminology pound force inch. So natin ginatawag na pound force o pound mass. Okay. So the key has a cross section of 0.5 inches on the side and a length of 1.75 inch. So kani siya from the word square key. Umaingon siya square key. Sita na color yellow. Kani siya square meter no. Square has equal sides. So kung mag 0.5 kadi ang inches, 0.5 ka dali yung height 0.5. Okay. And has a length of 1.75 inches. Required, compute the force on the key and the stress caused by this force. So what we will be solving is the force. Kani pila man ni si F. How much is this F? Pila ni siya and ang sayahang shear stress induced on that key. So shear stress is gamit na symbol is the small letter tau. Siya. Ana mura siya pi nga kulong isa ka tiil. Kasi pi man class is ana. Kung kuha na to isa ka tiil, may mo na siyang tau. So ani. Okay. So in solving a problem, especially here in our subject machine design 1, we would use this format. So I would be requiring you to draw the free body diagram first. Pero this problem already has a free body diagram. So if you recall back in the subject physics, we have what we call FBD. So FBD, muna ni siya no, imong nakakay Cartesian plane nga naay forces dayon nga naka-indicate sa imong forces imong elements. So represented na siya as the free body diagram. Okay. And then if naka-draw na kag FBD, then what you will going to do next is write the given. Sulat mo tanan given to have a map of your problem. So first na tong given is diameter of the shaft. Black, small letter D lang diameter class 2.25 inches. And other units sa inch, symbol niya pwede po tag-anak ito class. For example, galon. We could also use the term duha ka bahog nga line murag prime ba, duha ka prime, double prime na. So other books use that as substitute for the word symbol, for the word inch. Sorry no, medyo taas na kayong word inch, 4 letters to take time. And then the next is the torque transmitted. So torque is represented by the big letter T. 14,063 pound inch. Okay. And then dimension na yun ni key. At the key. So to have a division of the given, we would write the word at erase ito. At the key, dagan na object nun at ay shaft na to the key. The key's dimensions are 0.5 on the side and a length of 1.75. So unsa man on the side length siya with height. So as we all know, rectangle, formula sa volume sa rectangle is delete volume of the rectangle is length times width times height. So si length is mo ni si 0.75, ang width na to 0.5, ang height is also 0.5. So ano na nato ni width is equal to height is equal to 0.5 inches. And then we also have the length of the key having a 1.75 inches in length. Okay, next is required. So unsa gipangita sa problem? So the first thing required in this problem is the force exerted on the key. So itong isulat diri class. Required na to number 1 is, so each what they call that, kanang required has a corresponding points. So sulat diri number 1, force F, force on the key, and then ikaduha is shear stress caused by this force. Number 2, symbol of tau, shear stress. Okay, gawa itong background music. Okay, solution. Okay, solution. First required is force on the key. So to have a header, magsulat diri og solving for F on the class. And then atong una-una sa ang formula nga na force nga nag-require og torque. As discussed on our module, torque has a formula of force times moment arm. Okay. Natay torque, natay radius, pero naka-diameter pa to siya. Ang ato na lang kuha unda yun is si force. So unsaon man nato ni class para magawa si force? I-multiply na to radius or divide. So the answer is divide na to radius r. Now, cancel out si radius. Radius over radius is 1. Mabilin na lang na yun is si force. Force is equal to torque over radius. Okay. Direct substitution na lang na yun. The next is substitute na to. Torque. Pila to? Torque na to. Balik na din sa given. 14,063 pound inch. 14,063 pound inch. Over. Pila man na itong R? So itong R, wala tayong R diri class. Asa man na itong R? Kita na to. Tara, D, naka-diameter. So makita na to class no nga, wala tayong R. Pero we can derive R from RD. We can extract radius from the diameter. So diameter is equal to R. So para makuha na itong R, divide 2. Siyempre, kaligapon. At sila itong 2, mabili ng R. Thus, R is equal to D over 2. Substitute natin dito. So, D is 2.25 inches. Okay, understandable na pa si inch. Thus, radius is equal to, ilan man plus? 1.0 1.125 inches. Okay. So, kani pa lang daan class na siya yung corresponding points. As much as possible, you should elaborate your solution. Every step counts. Okay, so we can now substitute the radius. radius to is 1.125 inches. Kita na to no, si common. What we have here in common is inches. Cancel out si inches. Muna tag inch over inch is 1. Mabilin na lang ngayon is si pounds, which is in pound force. Pound force na mabilin. Thus, our force is equal to, if you have a calculator, bilangan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. So the answer is 12,476.4 pound force. Okay. So what are the answer? So number 1 has this answer. Ang force exerted on the key is 12,476.4 pound force. Ano na siya? 5 points. Okay. As much as possible, elaborate your solution para kita ba? It is a good practice to elaborate your solution para if nakinasayop sa boss, at least na ay matchikan si sir ng mga ginagmay. So number 2, solving for shear stress. Okay, shear stress. So atong shear stress, ito isulat rin para naatay divisions atong formulas, atong solutions. We should have a header of block. Solving for tau shear stress. So the formula sa shear stress. It's just force over cross-sectional area. So na natin force mo kaning 12,476.4 pounds. Ang problema, unsa man ang area? Ang area ni class. Kaning area? Or kaning area? Or kaning area? So the key there, class, is finding the area na i-exert ng force. So zooming in to the free body diagram, we can see nga the area acted upon by the force is kani nga point. Kani siya, oh. Kita ninyo, nakita niyo sa cursor. So kana siya. So ang tendency na niya, class, it will have a tendency to be sliced off. Ito ang key. So mahiwa na siya at this point. Yung red na lang ito. Okay. Hinwa na siya, matunga na siya. Mo na naka-broken line na siya. So kana ang surface area nga acted upon by the force. So kaning extracting the key from that representation na nakakuha na siya, naka-isometric view. So this part right here, kaning shaded area, mo ni siya ang surface area nga ga-undergo sa shear stress. So sa man na siya ang shape niya, diba, it is a rectangular shape. So kana siyang area. Ano sa formula sa rectangle? Rectangle na area. So easy na kayo. Area of a rectangle is a rect is equal to length times width. Okay, easy. Tatadari sa kilid. Where? Area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. So pila man itong length ito? 1.75 inches times 0.5 inch niya pa na, class, basta inch na siya, kulang papel. So if you have a calculator, please compute it first. Try sa mo kasi dahil so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 times up. So the area of a rectangle is 0.875 inch squared. Inch times inch is inch squared. So with that, ano pa na siya, corresponding points. So again, please elaborate your solution. Kani siya has a corresponding points para maka-annotate ko sa inyong naka-PDF ng solution. Kani siya, i-yellow na ito. Ano siya points kani? 0.875 inch squared. So, halika na. Direct substitution. Thus, okay, shear stress is equal to force times area. So, pinat itong force. 12,476.4 pounds over 0.875 inch squared. Okay, So if you have a calculator, please do so, try to input it. So pila man? Pangit akong symbol sa tao. Okay. The answer is 11,269.7 sa unit class. Pound over square inch. Pound over square inch. Or, muna siya ang most commonly known as PSI or pounds per square inch. So muna siya ang unit sa kanang hangin sa ligid sa kanan. Kung patubil ka, pila imong answer, pila imong hangin sa ligid. Ang unit ana is PSI mo sila most likely 27, 30, kung may 45 kaya na force mga pressure. So kana siya PSI is pressure. So pressure in English unit. So okay, that ends our solve problem number 1 under the topic shear stress. Okay, so thank you for listening. For more questions, please chat me or email me through my personal email indicated on our references on the module. Thank you for listening.